Welcome learners to this session of BA Honours Part 3, Paper 7. The topic today is a poem called Pilgrimage by Shiv K. Kumar. Shiv K. Kumar is regarded as one of the authentic contemporary voices in the writings of English poetry. If love and sex controlled the poetic outpourings of Shiv K. Kumar, landscape and social customs prevalent in every Indian consciousness form the core of it. Traditionally, people of India believe in a holy connection with nature, which is obvious in their worship of trees like Amla and Bargad tree, the Himalayas, and the Ganges, for that matter, rivers. Many of the religious rites of India are performed on the banks of the holy rivers after a ceremonial bathing. Aldous Huxley, in one of his sarcastic essay on Varanasi, ridicules the Indians who took a holy dip in the river Ganges. Like Huxley, a rationalist Shiv K. Kumar could not share the blind beliefs of the masses and instead penned some satirical poems on these rituals. Pilgrimage is one such poem. I read the poem. Not all of us spoke the same language. Some cowered under the sun's threats and the dwindling supplies. Others felt amused at the enforced equalities. The bystanders took us for a Persian mosaic of some insidious design. Sometimes the urge to feign was paramount. I pretended ataxia to lag behind and visualize more sharply the road's last devious curve. The trees on either side would have given us a guard of honor had our leader not defiled them with blasphemies. Then suddenly someone announced that the easiest way to hit the destination was to march crabwise. We were out to span the sky's amplitude. This journey was merely to stimulate the blood. The women mumbled, "Rest would be heaven indeed." I was the only one to caution that the gods had trapped us into belief. As we know, pilgrimage in Hinduism, as in other religions, is the practice of journeying to sites where religious powers, knowledge, or experience are deemed specially accessible. Hindu pilgrimage is rooted in ancient scriptures. The earliest reference to Hindu pilgrimage is in the Rig Veda, about 1500 BCE, in which the wanderer is praised. Epics like the Mahabharata and the several of the holy books like the Puranas, they elaborate on the capacities of particular places to grant boons such as health, wealth, progeny, and deliverance after death. Apart from this, the spiritual undertakings, the shared element in the rituals is experienced and enjoyed and exchanged between the pilgrims in such places. Now, the protagonist of the poem describes a pilgrimage where people of different language groups participated. The opening lines itself, not all of us spoke the same language. The language barrier is there. It is proof enough. Words connoting difficulties and impediments are thrown between the lines. Words like coward, dwindling, enforced, insidious, they point out at the difficulties of the pilgrimage taken. The second paragraph begins with the urge of faking and feigning. Can God and doubt share the same space? Undertones of irony heightens the significance of the poem. We have no idea from where and to which place the pilgrims want to go. We do not know the destination. The hardship faced due to bad weather, and scarce food supply dampened their good spirits. The faith of the pilgrims was in question, as the poet puts it. The trees on either side would have given us a guard of honor had our leader not defiled them with blasphemies. The implicit irony reminds us of the loss of faith which characterizes the modern mind. Modern times are rife with religious anarchy as well as religious intolerance. With loss of faith and belief in the essential goodness of mankind, the whole purpose of this spiritual exercise is lost. The poet further writes, "We are out to span the sky's amplitude. This journey was merely to stimulate the blood." The women mumbled, "Rest would be heaven indeed." I was the only one to caution that the gods had trapped us into belief. So they had been trapped into this belief. They did not have full faith in their belief. Thank you.